Bryce, how's the last 24, 48 hours been for you?
Yeah, it's been a big 24 hours. A lot of mixed emotions, to put it that way. Yeah, I mean, you can prepare as much as you want for the moment to happen, but the closer it gets and the more of a reality it turns into, it certainly got a lot harder for me. And once it was done deal, sort of hit home a little bit, and I usually don't get too emotional, but it pulled on a couple of heartstrings, and it all was a reality.
A couple of little tears there, Bryce?
Yeah, it was. Obviously had a few phone calls to make to a few people back home, family, and probably the hardest couple of conversations was to a couple of my teammates. It's starting to get a bit emotional even talking about it now. So, I mean, I've been there for 11 years. It's been my family for the last 11 years, and I'll be forever grateful for the Carlton Footy Club to give me the opportunity and what I've wanted to do, and that's to play footy at the highest level. And yeah, it's going to be sad to leave.
Was the captain one of those, Bryce? Because you obviously drafted both Big One in consecutive years. You've been really close. You went through the tough times together as well, constantly fronting the media there.
Yeah, certainly he was one. Cade Simpson was another. There's a few more, but yeah, look, as disappointed as they were the first to pass on congratulations and to pass on support and to wish me all the best in my future. And we're not going to stop being mates, that's for sure. I was in Murph's wedding party last year, and I'm recently engaged, and he'll be in my wedding party. And the friendships I've built over the last 11 years with a lot of guys are friendships I'll cherish forever, and not only players but staff, support staff, even members and fans. Certainly Carlton is a very special place to me, and it will be forever. So those conversations were hard.
After it didn't happen last year, did you think it's not going to happen, or did you just think we'll have another go at it this year and try and get it done?
My original thoughts was I've just got to move on. I can't be looking 12, 24 months in advance. I didn't think I'd be doing myself any favours. I wouldn't be doing the Carlton Footy Club any favours, and that's what I did. I went back with a good attitude, I thought, and head down, bum up, and tried to train my bum off. And I mean, the club were fantastic in terms of the way they handled the transition back in. I felt like I never left, which I didn't. And it was business as usual day one of pre-season. So the way they handled things in terms of the media and the support and the members and stuff, I can't thank them enough for that. And it was actually a pretty seamless transition.
Can you talk us through how it, like the transition, how it all transpired? Because you didn't say anything according to the Footy Club in your exit interview, and then Justin, as far as early as last week, sort of said we don't think it's happening. Did you think that as well? As of last week? Yeah,
I did at times thought it's probably more unlikely to happen than happen. And after how it all sort of played out last year, I was pretty wary to put myself up there and put the club up there again, and for a deal not to be worked out again. So before I made that decision to ask to be traded back home, I wanted to make sure that it was 96% sure that all parties could get a fair and reasonable trade out of it, and it got to a point pretty late in the piece again, probably not ideal. Again, it would have been nice to get it out of the way early, but that's how it unfolded again. And yeah, look, I'm just grateful that Carlton were able to listen to my request, and having 2 more years to go in a contract, it makes things a little bit more difficult. And I certainly want to thank them again for listening to me and giving me the opportunity to pursue this move, and also to my management group to who help facilitate that between the two clubs.
Specifically, when something happened last time and it hit a snag, did you think, oh no, again, this is going to happen again and I'm going to miss out?
Not really. As I said, I tried not to get too ahead of myself and not think anything was going to be guaranteed. So once conversations were in motion, it all happened pretty quickly. So I mean, there's been reports of a couple of hiccups, but as far as I know, it all went pretty smoothly and it all happened pretty quick. So again, I'm grateful for Carlton and Adelaide and my management group that they could work it out so smoothly.
You go to Adelaide to win the flag that you thought might have eluded you in your career?
Look, I've got some new football challenges ahead of me. You're certainly not guaranteed anything in this competition anymore. You've seen how even the comp is at the moment, and what Richmond and Bulldogs of late the last couple of years, what they've been able to do. It makes for a great competition. Adelaide has obviously had a great year, but in saying that, there's no guarantees. Look, I think I've still got a lot to offer in my career, and I'm looking forward to getting over there with some new challenges. And it's a bit like getting drafted again. You want to earn the respect of your teammates again, and that's what I'll do. And I'm really looking forward to the opportunity that Adelaide have given me over the next 4 years.
Can you put into words why it's so important for you and your family to get back to South Australia?
Yeah, look, there's a lot of reasons, and it certainly isn't something that you can make your mind up over a couple of nights or a couple of weeks. It's definitely been a long and hard decision-making process for me and my family, because not only am I leaving a club that I literally love and has been my family for the last 11 years, but you know, obviously the opportunity to get home closer to immediate family is an important one. I've got a little 2-year-old at home, which keeps me and my fiance on our toes, and that's one part of it. The other part of it is new football challenges, mixing in a different environment, which I'm really looking forward to, and just outside life opportunities as well. I'm looking forward to all those things unfolding in the next 4 years.